Hi, good morning. I woke up like this. It's O'Shea again, made possible. Dealing with the ex. Before I go, I want to say good morning to everyone in the world. Good morning to my fans, to all the beautiful women, to the beautiful girls, to the men, to the married women, to the broken women, divorced women. I just want to say good morning, and I want to let you know you're made possible. Nothing is impossible with God. And nothing is impossible with you. I told myself I didn't have to put on makeup to be able to share out the inspiration. I just woke up and it just laid in my heart for you to know. Women, stop making the mistake of constantly telling your husband or your boyfriend or your man to his face about his weakness. If he tells you he can cook. If he tells you he cannot drive a car, if he tells you he cannot do a specific thing at a specific time, which you know is his weakness, you don't tell it to his face. You don't get into an argument with him and say to his face about his weaknesses. The only person you should talk about his weakness is God, because God is the only one who can fix him up for you. Sometimes we make the mistake, and women especially. I'm saying this because of the women. You don't constantly make that mistake of thinking you've got the power to change your man. You don't have the power to change him. I'm telling you the gospel truth, because the only person who's got the power to change him is his creator, is his God. And the moment you start bringing issues to God and not take issues to man, then you would understand that God is the one who created him, and he's gonna fix him. He's gonna fix him. Don't ever make the mistake of confronting a man with his weakness, because that's the greatest weakness of all his weaknesses. Is woman, someone he thinks would support him in his time of weaknesses, confronting him with the same weaknesses. That's the problem. You just make him feel lesser than a man. And if your relationship must grow, if your relationship must go to that next level, if you want your husband, if you want to keep your husband, if you want to keep your boyfriend, if you want to keep the man you are with now, you should learn to understand that God comes first. You should take every weaknesses that he's got and table it before God, because God is the only person who's going to change things. Now, I woke up this morning again and I said to myself, what is that one thing I don't want a woman to do to me? And I realized that I don't want a woman telling me about my weaknesses to my face. I want her telling God about my weaknesses. If I'm in a relationship and I cannot do one specific thing because that is my weaknesses, and I tell you as a woman, I don't expect you to use it against me. Yeah, you want to keep your man, you want to keep your boyfriend, but you don't know the simple basic things. I've always told people, you're not into the relationship. You're not. Your husband or your boyfriend is not a competitor. He's not. He's a partner. It's supposed to be a union. You're not fighting to get a post. You're not fighting to get a position. You're not fighting to become the man. For all I care, he is still the man and you're going to be the woman forever. It is how God has destined these things to be. So stop running for his position. Rather, you should support him. If he cannot walk, you walk. If he cannot sleep, you sleep. If he cannot eat at that moment, you eat. If he cannot drive, you drive. If he cannot wake up in the morning, and if he cannot do some certain things in the morning when he wakes up, you help him. You do it. That is why it is called a relationship. It is called a union. It's companionship. You're not fighting. You're not competitors. You don't have to compete with him. He's your boyfriend, for crying out loud. I've seen people talking about their boyfriends with your friends, and you think she's talking about an enemy? No. This is how I woke up. And I feel like, okay, there's no point, trying to keep this till later when I look so good for me to be able to share this, of course. No, I want to say it raw. I want to say it uncut. I want to say it uncensored. And this is me. I just woke up and realize, woman, you need to realize, do not take his weaknesses straight to his face. Take those weaknesses and take it to God. Yeah. I'll be back soon, and I just wanted to share this with you quickly before I get into my managers, and I just want you to know that you're made possible. you're made possible. And again, I want to thank you for the support, for the views on my videos. I'm encouraging everyone, as soon as you watch, you keep sharing it, because it's not just for you, it's for the next person and the next person and the next person and the next person. We might be changing a woman's life out there. I want your relationship to work. I want your goals to be made. I want your goals to be made possible. I want you to achieve your goals. I want you to do supernaturally with your power, because you're made possible. Woman, you're made possible. You don't let anyone tell you anything less, because you're made possible. Whatever it is, always remember that God is with you. Tap into him and ask him questions. Until I see you soon, my name is to remain Uche, and I hope you have a beautiful day and enjoy yourself. Don't forget to like my page. It's Uche S on Facebook. On Instagram, it's Uche, and then on Twitter, it's Uche S. So just follow me. Let's keep this rolling. Let's keep this beautiful quotes and beautiful speeches and beautiful motivational talks and everything going. And I won't fail to tell you, my book is going to come out pretty soon. I'm working sleeplessly you need, and I promise you all, you're going to enjoy the book. It's called Dealing with the Ex. Yeah, let's deal with the ex. The ex has to go. We have to deal with it now. Yeah, because God said it. I'll see you guys soon. I love you guys. Kisses to everyone. Mwah.